Hello from CNN London. I'm Monita Rajpal. This is World Report. It is the strongest storm on the planet in 5 years, and it is already wreaking havoc in the Philippines. Typhoon Maggie has slammed into the northern part of the country with wind speeds of more than 250 kilometers per hour. Officials have likened the situation to preparing for war. Journalist Eduardo Lingao joins us now from the capital, Manila. Eduardo, tell us about what the situation is where you are. Our meteorologist Ivan Cabrera is tracking Maggie. He joins us now from the World Weather Center. Ivan, we saw that has been downgraded from a super typhoon to a typhoon, but it's still packing quite the punch.
Indeed, it is packing quite the punch. Like you said, it's the equivalent of a Category 4. Now we're in the rain part of the storm, and eventually we'll continue to track it as it heads closer to China.
All right, Ivan, thank you for that. Now, if you are in the typhoon-affected area, we do want to hear from you, but only if you can do it safely. Take some photographs or video of the effects of the typhoon and submit them to iReport, but please don't put yourself in any harm. The place to upload these photographs is iReport.com. France remains on high alert after warning about a new terror threat facing Europe. French officials say their information comes from Saudi intelligence agencies, who said France was likely to be the target of an attack from Al-Qaeda. Other parts of the European continent may be targeted as well. Our senior international correspondent, Nick Robertson, is following the story. He joins us now live here in London. How credible is this information?
Well, the French are taking it as being very...
Could the net be tightening on Osama bin Laden? NATO officials say they've narrowed the 9/11 mastermind's hiding place down to somewhere in northwest Pakistan. We want to go to Barbara Starr in the Afghan capital, Kabul, with more on that. And Barbara, what more is this NATO official saying about where Osama bin Laden is? Okay, Barbara Starr in Kabul, thank you for that. After years of shame and silence, women are speaking out in the eastern Congo. They're demanding change. The French government is trying to calm fears about fuel shortages. Officials say they'll do whatever it takes to make sure fuel is available. Striking workers last week shut down 10 of France's 12 oil refineries. They were protesting plans to... Now, is it the strikers who are pretty much debilitating and destabilizing parts of France, or is it they're saying the government isn't doing enough and what their pension reforms are just too much to take?
Well, it's a little of both. I mean,
Many people like to think they're in control of what people can find out about them online, but that isn't always the case. One website that has faced criticism over privacy issues is Facebook, and the site is having to fix a new privacy breach. He was kicking a ball around literally from the moment he re-emerged above ground, and Franklin Lobos, the miner with a football career past, owes his life to his rescuers. But one of the men who came down for him wasn't just his savior, he was also a former opponent. As Patrick Oct18 tells us, their paths had crossed before on the pitch. And I'm Monita Rajpal in London. World Sport with Kate Giles is next.